Welcome back to KTN Prime. Let's talk business news. Now, Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi has defended his assessment of the country's economy, saying it is performing better. CS Mbadi was speaking alongside the National Infrastructure Fund Board Chair James Moria as details emerged on how the fund will invest in commercially viable national projects. On the National Infrastructure Fund, Mbadi says only commercially viable projects will be considered, with the fund currently holding 340 billion shillings. He says the focus will be on capital preservation, liquidity, and ensuring investments generate returns within a reasonable timeframe. The fund will invest no more than 40% in one sector and 20% in a single project, while at least 60% of project capital is expected to come through debt. CS Mbadi says the fund will also bring in other investors and pool resources for major national projects. Board Chair James Moria says NIF should not be the sole investor in projects, but should instead mobilize additional capital and help fast-track national development.
Infrastructure that will be taking oil to its destination will be funded by this fund. The answer is yes and no. Yes, in the sense that it falls within the priority areas. But no, because I am not sure whether after being subjected, Honorable Rico, and this I'm not trying to discourage you, because the project will go through screening at all those levels. And if it is found to have met the threshold, it will be funded. And I agree with you that I'm just praying that this oil is sufficient enough to help us reduce our oil imports, which has put a strain on our forex reserve. So it is, in my view, from the face of it, commercially viable. But as to whether that will be the case will be determined by the board. And that will answer a question that I was asked: who makes the final decision? Final decision on investment is with the board. The project must be capable of mobilizing capital. If it is not, it does not qualify to be funded through National Infrastructure Fund. They must look at capital preservation in any decision that they make. And that is why they must look not just on return on investment, but also on exit and the period it will take. The holding period is very cardinal as one of the considerations for the project.
Moving on, Kenyans will be able